Afternoon. Today I thought I would do a recap on the top 5 movies which I saw at the cinema for 2013. Um, I don't really know why. I felt like doing this because actually all the movies I saw at the cinemas last year were really good, and I wanted to explain my reasons for having a top 5. So I'm not going to dilly-dally around. There may be inserted footage if I have time to rustle it up. I'm not going to go very far out of my way though if I don't have the time. Alright, so number 5 is there are 2 children's movies. Number 5 being Smurfs 2. I don't think the Smurfs have gotten an overly good rap, either of the movies that they've done, but I actually really enjoy them. The Smurfs are still there, ridiculously over-the-top goody two-shoes, which is what you should expect from the Smurfs. But it was a really good movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Hank Azaria is fantastic as Gargamel. He really makes that movie, and that's the main reason why they are at number 5 for me. And I also like the fact that they actually showed how Gargamel created Smurfette, with the creation of, I forget the names now because I haven't seen it for so long. Is it Haggis and something else? I don't know. Whatever his name is, the 2 new ones anyway. Yeah, so and whilst I doubt many people would agree with the Smurfs 2 making a top 5 list for movies, I honestly believe it deserves its spot, and I really enjoyed it. We'll be watching it with my kids for a movie night when it's out on DVD and or Blu-ray, which I believe is soon. So you'll probably see some footage from that on Cher's channel. Number 4. Just trying to make sure. So number 4 was Iron Man 3. Again, another solid movie into that series. They went for something a little bit different this time in comparison to especially Iron Man 2, but they also tried something different with Iron Man 1. I must admit, the first time I saw the movie when I went to the cinemas, I didn't enjoy it that much, but that was because of what they did to the Mandarin. I thought that the Mandarin should have been the twist that happens during the movie, I won't spoil it, should not have been the way it was. I also thought the Mandarin should have had access to his powers, and they could have, or they tied it into the 10 rings from the first movie and do a bit of a throwback and all that sort of stuff. So, but when I rewatched it, I actually realised it was really quite good. It was very clever. Aldrich Killen and was done really well, and Tony Stark, the interaction between Tony Stark and the boy, I can't remember his name, they really made that movie, and they made it work really well. I hope that hope that's something that they take forward with them. That was quite possibly the best character interaction, especially because they were sort of the 2 central characters for sort of the middle part of that movie, and I think they both did a fantastic job. So that's number 4. Number 3 is Thor: The Dark World. Now, I think that this was much better than Thor 1, and I liked Thor 1. Thor was fantastic. There was enough serious points to it, enough lightheartedness in it. Again, Loki and Thor's interactions are fantastic. I really do. I think pretty much all of the major Avengers characters are suited really well. Like, all the actors are really well suited for their parts. And I really thought that it was a good job that both Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth did in those respective roles, and their on-screen behaviour, particularly in the parts where they're on together and doing stuff, they really do make that movie a cut above Iron Man 3. Then coming in at number 2, now this I know came out in 2012. I didn't see it until 2013. So that's how I based my rankings on when I saw it, is The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. I'm a very big Hobbit fan. I'm a very big Lord of the Rings fan. If you've actually seen any of the videos on my channel, I have a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff. I love The Hobbit as well. Was my favourite book for a long time until I was in my second year or my final year of high school, I guess, or college if you're in Australia. Yeah, it was it was a book I fell in love with and absolutely loved. And yeah, and the movie was fantastic. They added, and the stuff they added from, the Silmarillion, I think it's called, and, other bits and pieces, I actually think really added to the story. It makes The Hobbit tie into Lord of the Rings a lot better from a movie standpoint. And I particularly liked, actually I didn't particularly like anything, I just enjoyed the whole movie. It's a good solid movie, and I would absolutely recommend everybody see it. And then there's my number 1 choice. Number 1, not by much, I won't lie. It's not that much better than The Hobbit, but it is still better than The Hobbit, is Frozen. I love that movie. I actually went and saw that New Year's Eve. So it was the last possible day. So the last movie I saw for the year was also the best one. So as I was walking, there was a guy who started buzzsawing into the asphalt across the road from where I was, and then I was going to be in the shopping centre, and there was a funeral going on at the church that precedes it. So, but that was awesome. Definitely the best movie of the year. Not by much. Mostly because The Hobbit requires a significant investment of time to sit down. It's also not a child-friendly movie, and I rate movies based on accessibility to my family, not just myself. Because at the end of the day, I like doing things with my family as opposed to on my own. Even though The Hobbit was great to see on my own, and I sat pretty much in an empty cinema on my own. The movie was, and that was really good, but Frozen was just a little bit better, I think, because, as I said, my children could see it, and because it doesn't require such a big time investment, I'll probably have to put aside the majority of a day to go and see the second one, which is not a problem, but at the same point in time, I would prefer to only set aside 2 hours as opposed to 3, possibly 4 with lineups, depending on when I get there. So that's my top 5 movies for the year. I'll see how much time I have to add effects and things, but at the end of the day, the top 5 are number 1, Frozen, number 2, The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey, number 3, Thor, The Dark World, number 4, Iron Man 3, and number 5, The Smurfs. It's a little bit confusing when you have to throw in numbers out of order because there are sequels, but we got there. So until next time, enjoy your day.